There's give and take in a healthy marriage, right? Well, Mary says she feels like it's give, 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 and she's the only one doing it. Mary says she's frustrated and resentful because she's been carrying the financial load in her marriage. She's working a demanding full-time job while Tim is a freelance writer who makes his own schedule. Mary says she's burnt out and it's time for Tim to step it up. Tim says he's not going to give up his job as a journalist. He wants Mary to realize that from morning to night, he is working. And he says Mary can be a worrier. Is this marriage spent or can it be saved? Mary, what's led you to this place of frustration and resentment?
Well, Tim and I have been married for 20 years. We have long-standing relationship with each other, but I'm sick of being the breadwinner. Okay? I'm a full-time middle school drama teacher. I put up with a lot of stress at my job, and when I come home, I don't want to have to keep checking my bank account to see what debited amounts Tim has taken out of my account. Tim is a freelance journalist, and I work full-time. He has a very flexible schedule. And I come home and I feel like I'm coming home to a middle school student. When I'm rushing off to school in the morning and I have a discarded cookie from last night, he's making an omelet for himself.
That's not quite
Well, how not, Tim?
It is true.
Well, how about not waking up and making an omelet for your hard-working wife?
I get up every morning and ask my wife, my hard-working wife, if she wants an omelet.
And what does she say, Tim?
She says, oh, maybe not today. I'm not really hungry.
Tim has a huge fish tank, which he is always supplying with new fish and new things. And I wonder where he's paying for all those fish.
Tim, how are you paying for all those new fish?
About?
That's a good question. Well, actually, I have more than one job. I have probably 3 or 4 jobs. I work as a journalist, which is a tough way to make a living. You're constantly getting up in the morning, pitching stories to editors, writing stories, meeting deadlines. On top of that, I also have 2 Airbnb apartments that we manage. In the winter, it's very, very busy. So I clean apartments all day long, schmooze with guests. And I take care of all of our pets, which are numerous. I feed them, give them medication.
How many pets do you have?
We have 5 dogs and 6 cats.
Oh, wow. How does it make you feel to see how angry Mary is and basically saying, hey, what are we doing here? I want you to be an equal contributor.
Well, it makes me feel disrespected, frankly. I get up in the morning sometimes, usually 4:30 to 5 in the morning, and I don't stop till I get home. I'm either working with guests in our apartment, cleaning apartments, taking care of our pets, doing maintenance work on the house, which saves us several $1,000s a year.
Okay, hold on. I have to interrupt because he does stop during the day. He does not work a full-time job with 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. He has time to eat lunch,
well,
take a nap.
Okay, I have a question. So if you have all that time, how consistent is your money flow coming into your household?
I'll answer that. Not consistent.
Like, when's the last time you got a check?
Well, he was checking on one yesterday for a story he finished about 3 months ago.
It's not that I don't get paid. It's that oftentimes there's a wait between when the product is finished and when I get paid.
Your wife is saying that you haven't gotten a payment in the last 3 months. That's going to put a lot of retention on your relationship.
That's not true.